Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Give me just a second. I am currently in my art studio and I wanted to, hold on, let me adjust a little bit of the camera. I have a very crappy stand, so it's probably not going to be the best quality video, but oh well. Let me adjust really quickly. Hold on. There we go. So, today's video, I wanted to kind of do a bit of a tour of all the projects I've ever worked on. And I'm also going to be walking through my penciling phase because I have a lot of projects and what it's like for me when I pencil stuff and what is my process like. Because you guys will be seeing a lot of more of my penciled work. You guys have seen some of this stuff on stream. So you've seen this bad boy, Superman. I also will be doing more. Thank you also to Celeste for the suggestion. So you guys have seen Batman here. But you guys never see the failed takes of some drawings. Me working on these. Yeah. There's a lot of different failed sketches. I do have a lot of work that I do on the off chance. So like failed cover concepts, just random sketches. As you guys have seen, the Grinch here. Also just random anatomy based sketches for concepts for characters, sometimes me trying to work on a specific design for something. You guys will be seeing, I won't have this video too long, but I have a lot of different things I sketch, whether it's failure or not. I always keep a hold of them because there's a lot of things you can learn from your previous sketches, like I try to do. I do keep a lot of my previous concepts and a lot of my paper, which I probably have too much because you guys are used to seeing sometimes the beginning of the work, and then most of the time you're used to seeing the end, which is like this. But there's a lot of times where there's a lot of work that I put into a lot of things. There's always something. Like you guys have seen some rough sketching here and there. Not enough. And I do aim to practice more and try and get a lot of like my feel of anatomy, penciling. And I've seen a little bit of it here and there from people, and they practice. Practice makes perfect, right? Practice. And there's a lot of times I need to practice more. As you guys can see, the camera's blurred a little bit. You can see like there's a lot of me liking to trying to practice and practice, especially if I'm doing big projects. If you can see, like there's a lot of layouting, a lot of different stuff that I like to do for sketch wise. As you can see, like that's like for me, it's something I haven't had time to do. So for me, the penciling phase is always important. If you're doing art, try to figure out your shapes, try to figure out your stuff first. Because like the anatomy is important. Now my anatomy sucks because I'm self-taught, and there's a lot of things that it's harder for me to learn. So yeah, as you guys will be seeing, there's a lot of stuff that there's like rough, like just rough ideas of things, because you guys are used to seeing the finished work and some of the stuff, but there's a lot of failed sketches, and something I've learned is like you're gonna go through 50 or so failed drawings before you get a good one. There's a lot of times where I always think you can study a reference, you can look at pages, pictures, take from what you can learn, but when you're really in the moment, stay on the penciling phase, because my thing is, the more you add to the pencil, the more detail and the more that you can do later. For me, that's why a lot of some of my art, as you'll be seeing, pops, is because sometimes the ones that don't do as well is the ones that there wasn't as much thought put into it. It was just very simple, like maybe Jack Skeleton here, or my biggest failure recently, loot. Sometimes those failures can give you something to strive towards, to get better, to learn, to figure stuff out. It's extremely frustrating for sure, but it's worth it. Once you get that handle on things, once you get your penciling down and you figure out how to blend, once you figure out all that stuff, you're set in stone. And for me, that's the best part. I wouldn't call this a tips video, but I figured I show off some of my work and also talk about like my process. I have tons of sketches, tons of bad stuff that you guys haven't seen in videos or lives. And I thought, what would be a quick video to do today and talk about penciling, because there's a lot of stuff you can do. But until next time, guys, peace out. Bye-bye.